Hello, Trailblazers. Welcome back to Salesforce with Adnan. I am Adnan, your go-to guide for all things related to Salesforce. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon to stay updated with my latest content. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what are custom objects and what are tabs in Salesforce. So by the end of this video, you will have an understanding of Salesforce custom objects. What are they? When do we create them? And more importantly, how do we create them? And then we will also dive deep into creating the tabs. First of all, what the tabs are, how do you create them, and how do you effectively use them? But before we start moving into custom objects development, let's have a look at what are custom objects in Salesforce. So custom objects in Salesforce is a unique database table that you create to store your information specific to your business needs. Unlike standard objects, which come out of the box, custom objects are tailored to track data that doesn't fit into Salesforce pre-built structure. So you would normally need the custom objects when your business processes require specific data fields or relationships that aren't covered by the standard objects, giving you more flexibility and customization in terms of your management of your data and your management of your processes. So let's see how do we create and use custom objects in Salesforce. So in today's video, we will be working on a scenario where you are actually working for a company which organizes various events such as webinar, workshops, and conferences. And now the company wants to uh, manage these events through Salesforce. To efficiently manage these events, you need a custom object because this is not going to be covered with Salesforce standard objects. So you will have to, as an admin, you will have to create a new custom objects in Salesforce where you can store the details of this event. Then once you've actually created the event, then you will need to also create a custom tab so the users can easily access this information on the object. So without wasting any more time, let's get into Salesforce and see how we can actually create this custom object. When in Salesforce, when you land into the Salesforce setup, in order for you to create a custom object, you will have to click on the object manager. Once you click on the object manager, then on the right hand side, you will see this drop down, create. Once you click on this drop down, you will see custom object. Click on the custom objects, and then it will be asking you to give you this information. So whenever you're creating a custom object, you need to have this information handy. Normally, if you are working in a smaller organization and you work in as a BA and admin, you will need your stakeholders to give you this information. And if you're working in a bigger organization and in your company, you have someone else doing the BA role, these are the kind of information you need to ask the BA. So in our case, we already know the custom object label is going to be events, event, and then it asks you for the plural labels, events. Then it asks you whether it starts with the vowel. It is, in our case, it's starting with vowel, so we're gonna check this box. And then you can see the API name here is event, which is we happy with it. And then it's asking for the description. In the description, we're going to type this object is to track all the company events such as webinars, workshops, and conferences. Okay. Then do you want this to be open in a separate window? Uh, or I'm just going to leave the open standard salesforce.com. And then the next thing is enter record name, label, and format. In what format do you want the record name to be displayed and the data type? In our case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the data type as auto number, and I'm going to display the format as event one. Starting number is going to be 1. Then again, this is kind of information you need to ask your stakeholders. Do they want this object to be reportable? Allow activities, track field history, allow in the chatterbox. I'm going to be selecting all of these. And then classification, sharing, allow bulk API. I'm going to leave the options as it is. And deployment status, I'm going to leave it deployed. And allow search. When this setting is enabled, your users can find records on these objects when they search. So we will talk about the search and the global search in a different video. But for the time being, we're gonna check this checkbox and add notes and attachment related to the default page layouts. Okay, launch new custom tab visit. I'm gonna leave it unchecked, and then I'm gonna click save. So let's review this error. It's asking the must include sequence number substitution variable. Okay, then in that case, let's do this and see if it works this time. And it has worked. As you can see, the custom object has been created, and we can see in the relationship that some of the default fields are there. We haven't created any fields. In the next video, we will be talking about how do we actually create the fields and add those to your custom objects. At this point, these are the created fields, which you can also look at the page layout. The system has actually created a page layout for us, and you also have the ability to create new page layouts. That is something we can look into upcoming videos. Then you can see the lightning record page. There hasn't been any lightning record page for this, and there won't be any record type as well. But these are the things which we can actually create going forward. Okay. Now let's see over here, and you can't find anything. So let's see how can we actually make it available for our people, for our end users. So in order for our end user to find, we need to assign a tab to this. So you can come here into the setup, going into the quick find box, type tab, and you will be able to see tab. And then you will see a custom objects tab. So in our case, we're going to go there and we're going to see, you can see select an existing custom object. Click on this drop down and you will be able to select all, or you will be able to see all the custom objects do you have. In our case, we only have created one. Therefore, you can only see that here. Once you click on that, then you have the ability to click and assign it an icon. I'm gonna assign presenter. Yeah, let's select this. Yeah, and that's it. And I'm gonna click next. And then over here, it's gonna ask you what are the profiles you want to assign these, and apply different tabs, visibility for each, or apply one visibility to all. So we're saying default on. right now we're going to leave it like this because this is something we can go in more detail when we get to the sharing and visibility and the profiles and the sharing setting. So we can actually talk about these in a different video. But for the right now, you can leave it like this, or you can actually go and select here from system admin. You want to leave default on, you want to leave it off. But I'm going to do apply one tab and I'm going to leave it default on for everyone. And I'm going to click next. And then it also asks you different tabs. You can actually assign, so choose the custom apps for which new custom tab will be available. I'm going to leave it available for all the tabs at this time. Once you click save, and then we go into service, you can see event has been added here. And of course, when you click on to a new event, you will not be able to add any more data using any fields because we have not created any fields. And that is something what we are going to be doing in our next video. We will be adding the fields and we will be showing how we can actually assign those fields to a certain page layout and how we can actually render it in the Lightning page. With this, we come to an end for today's video. And in today's video, we have covered the custom object and the tabs. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for more Salesforce content. If you have any questions or need any further clarification, drop me a comment below and thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Until then, happy Salesforcing.